This is the 2025 Ram 1500 Tungsten. Is it the ultimate full-size truck? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're at Landers Dodge in Bossier City, Louisiana to go over the particulars on this truck. If you want to know more, check out the link in the description of the video. If you come in to buy it, tell whoever you talk to that Tom from Vehicle Visionary sent you their way. Here on the front end, we're gonna see some big changes. It looks familiar, but the grille is going to be taller. We're also going to have the Ram logo sitting up higher than it did in the past. There's the front view camera right there, very nice. You're gonna have all of your sensors here, all that good stuff, a combination of some gloss black and some chrome. So a very nice combination as far as giving it, well, we'll say a luxurious look. It's going to be four-wheel drive, 22-inch wheels, and we'll find the Ram logo right here, again in chrome, the Tungsten logo. Kind of hard to see, but it's there. And chrome mirror caps. I do have to say, I like the design of the turn signal indicators built into these heated, power-adjustable side view mirrors. You're also going to have your blind spot monitoring built in right there. And one more thing, it's easier to show you than it is to tell you. I'm going to push this button right here and you're going to see what happens. There are also power folding side view mirrors, something that I know a lot of people are looking for on their trucks. Let's see what we have as far as the remote goes. Lock, unlock. You can open and close your power tailgate, remote start. Pretty easy to deal with as far as that goes. Now here is where this truck separates itself out from the competition. We have the Ram boxes right here, and over on this side, on the driver's side, we're going to have one extra detail to talk about. Our 115 volt power outlet allows you to power whatever you need to right here. That's helpful. There is a ton of space within that area. You know, you'll also find one over here on the passenger side, and as you noticed, it is lockable. That's a good thing, and I apologize for my teenagerly sounding voice today. Just one of those things with having a cold right now. Now, if there was going to be one thing that I would recommend that be changed, or we'll say added, would be let's also have a power outlet here on this side, the same way we do over on the left-hand side. And one more thing I wanted to show, I should have shown in the previous scene, is going to be the power assist steps that are here. Very nice, very easy to deal with. And while this truck isn't sitting super high off the ground at this point, it is nice to have those when you need them. That's going to go back under the truck. But the good thing is that it takes a couple of seconds before it does, in case somebody runs up at the last second and needs to hop in. And based on the badging that's here on the hood, you can see that we have the 3-liter high output 6-cylinder engine. It is a twin turbo engine making 540 horsepower, 521 pounds-feet of torque, and it's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. How about your MPGs? We're looking at 15 city, 21 highway, 17 combined, 5.9 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. If you're curious, you have a 33-gallon gas tank. Towing comes in at 11,580 pounds as far as the max goes, and 2,300 pounds of payload. And there are a few different ways to open the tailgate, not only with the button on the tailgate, the remote, there's also a button on the interior, but it goes beyond that because this multi-function tailgate also opens a different way. I just use the release right there to do that. So all we're gonna do is open that like that, and then we're gonna come right here, there's another release, and we can open this side. That makes things super easy to do and super easy to gain access to the bed itself. Now this will fold up a lot more than what I'm doing right there, but just to give you a quick idea of what's here, there's your in-bed LED lighting, and you've got multiple tie downs that are adjustable. Quite a bit going on where that's concerned, but I really like what this tailgate does as far as making it easier to gain access to the bed, especially if you have something in the rear back here. You don't have to lean so far in. And one more convenience, I like the position right here a lot better than having it over there on the corner. Although I think it would be nice to maybe have a little bit larger step, but you know what? It gets the job done. That makes it easier to step in and out of the bed when you need to do so. When it comes to the interior, I must say these Ram trucks definitely knock it out of the park. Very comfortable and large armrest. I like the design of everything that we have here that separates it out from competitors such as GMC and Chevrolet. You're going to have the upper door bin and the lower door bin down here. Plenty of room. Put a bottle or a cup right there. And it continues on here into the inside of the interior right here with the seats. You can raise both sides up. And something else that the GM trucks are still missing as of this video, 2025, they do not have a panoramic sunroof. Plenty of room back here. I mean, tons of room. There is no shortage of space back here in these rear seat areas. And you can even see there are speakers everywhere. So the audio is definitely going to be very good. I will try to demo that for you later in the video. Hopefully it sounds as good to you as it does in person. Cup holders on the rear of the center console. You've got your air conditioning vents that are larger than what the GM trucks have. We have our USB ports right here. That's going to be helpful. You're also going to have heated, and look at that, ventilated back seats. What do you think about that? Very nice. There is your power outlet, and the view from that panoramic sunroof, that front portion will open. And we'll also find what I would call more of a center console as opposed to a fold-down armrest with cup holders built in like most trucks have. You do have the cup holders here, but you also have a little bit of space within that area and plenty of room for using this as an armrest. There's also the power sliding window back here. You're gonna have your rear window defogger. All of that is going to be here. If you watch me regularly, you know that I talk about how much I love the in-seat storage that the GM trucks offer. The GMCs, the Chevrolets. Now, you don't have that here, but what you do have is something I think I like just as much, which is gonna be the in-floor storage right here. This area is removable. You can actually increase your capacity if you need to clean this out. It's very easy to do. So a lot of versatility built into these trucks. There's one on each side. If there were anything that we're missing back here, the one thing that I wish were here was the ability to adjust the air conditioning and the fan speed. There are no controls in the back seat area. And we'll take a look in through the passenger side door. Plenty of room with the armrest again and the door bins, upper and lower. You have all of your controls for your seats right here on the door panel and your massage seat function. Driver and passenger are going to have all of those things. A little bit of space right here as well. And then we'll have our traditional glove box that never has any gloves in it. The sticker price is $91,250. Tell me what you think about that down in the comment section. But let's see what else you get. You've got the rear view camera mirror. You can use it as a conventional mirror or leave it on as a camera. That's actually very helpful. Our upper console, there's where you're going to open your tailgate right there. You can open and close the power sliding rear window, the power shade for the sunroof, and then you can tilt or open the sunroof as well. That front portion will open. And something that I know is very important to a lot of you, home link right here. You have 3 different buttons right there for your garage doors if you want to use that. And by the way, the driver and the passenger seats are both 20-way adjustable. You can also adjust the headrest. In fact, you can see what can be done here by all of the different switches right here. There are several as far as being able to control the different features and functionality of the driver and passenger seats. You have everything here for your side view mirrors. You can lock and unlock your doors right here, and your windows are controlled here. Everything for your headlights here. Now, one thing I am a little surprised at this price point is that you don't have a power adjustable steering wheel. It is tilt and telescopically adjustable. You can see that right here. You can raise and lower that, the height, change how far it comes out or how far it goes in. Pretty easy to deal with, but you can see what all is there. For most people, maybe that's not a big deal, but just something that I thought was interesting. And you have your steering wheel mounted controls here. If you want to change the look of the dash a little bit, you can do that. You want your analog gauges, and then we can go through a lot of different information. just scrolling through right here. All I'm doing, or should I say arrowing through, but you can see what's going on there with all of that. So depending on what you want to do, you can adjust all of those features and the functionality. Your cruise control over here, and your drive mode selector is right here, very conveniently located. Let's go through said drive modes. We're going to have snow. Go over here to tow, and you can see the graphics that come up on the screen with each driving mode. Just to show you what all is here, there's normal. You can see that, and we'll go back up here. We have off-road, and again, you'll see the truck come up on the screen right there. And you have auto. You can let the truck select it for you depending on what you want and what you want to do or how you want it to set up. You can let the truck do it. Now, one thing that I don't think it would matter, but if you had a column shifter here, I know with my GMC 2500 or even the 1500s, a lot of people tell me that with the 13.4-inch screen, which is going to be designed a little bit differently, it's not vertical, it's diagonal, but here's what we're going to have. When you pull the shifter down into drive, a lot of people say that blocks the screen. For me, I don't really see an issue with that, but a lot of people say they do. So for those who don't like the rotary gear selector right here, the rotary shifter, well, guess what? That is never going to get in the way of anything. So just something to think about. You can control your four-wheel drive right here. That works. There's your button to start and stop the engine. And the screen right here, which we're going to go through real quick to show you a few different things that are going on with that. The overhead view with the camera. We have multiple camera views, very easy to deal with, and very quick to the touch of my finger, as you might notice right there. And you can also go down here and select different cameras depending on what you want to see. And by the way, that effect you see going through the screen right there is not actually happening. That has to do with my camera. So there's nothing wrong here, anything like that. Now you're going to control the air conditioning, your fan speed and temperature here, temperature over here, your front and rear window defoggers, all that good stuff. But if you want to turn the heated and the ventilated seats on, make sure I select that. Here is where you're going to do that. Ventilated seats. We've got our heated seats, and as you saw right there, it didn't step on the screen long enough, you've got the heated steering wheel. So you can do that same stuff minus the steering wheel, obviously over there on the other side. So a lot going on where that's concerned. Quite a few different features and functionality here. I've had a few people who have told me that this screen has not aged very well. What do you think about that? Tell me what your thoughts are. And you can see some of our other one-touch features here as far as what we can go to. If you want to go to apps right there, we can do that. You can see what all you have. There is a lot going on here. If we can keep that up on our screen, bring that right there, and then we'll go back. But you can see what's here, pretty easy to deal with. You've got your categories right here, and then I can just scroll my way up through whatever it is I want to see. Pretty simple to deal with, pretty simple to use. You do have your built-in navigation if you want to use that. So there that is, or you can use what's on your smartphone if you want to pair that. Plenty of USB, as you can see down here, quite a few options. And then wireless charging is here as well. And something I hope to see in more trucks and SUVs, vehicles in general in the future. 2 wireless charging pads for the driver and the passenger. I think that's very convenient, and you have plenty of space here. Even underneath this area, you can move the cup holders forward if you want to. There's even more space right here. If you want to take advantage of that, you can keep all of your change right here. Plenty of room with the lid that doubles as an armrest. As far as the center console goes, there's your Tungsten logo right there. And then we're going to have this space right here on the top. But notice that other lever right there. When I pull that, we have even more space. There is no shortage of space throughout the interior of this truck. And when was the last time you drove a truck that had 23 speakers? Here is what your audio will sound like in this truck. Now, I don't want to go too long with that. I hope my microphone does it justice, but I'm going to tell you what, it's very impressive in person. Okay, here we go on a quick test drive, and you might be surprised at how well this truck gets down the road. Plenty of horsepower, that's for sure. easy to get up to speed without absolutely any trouble whatsoever. And obviously that depends on what driving mode you're in, but a very enjoyable truck to drive, very comfortable, good ride quality, comfortable seating. And one thing I did not mention, in fact, two things I didn't mention earlier in the video. Number one, you have a head-up display, and you also have your front and rear parking sensors, all the different sensors around the truck. That makes a big difference. We're going to step on it just a little bit. Not too much, but I can tell you right now, if this truck were broken in and you dropped the hammer, it would definitely put you back in the seat nicely. You would not have any trouble getting to your speed. Easy to learn technology, I like that. It works really well. It's not challenging to use, but everything is very easily adjustable for the driver's comfort, whether it's the steering wheel or the seat position. It's all very easy to deal with. I really like that. Easy to see out of, but you have all those great driving aids such as your blind spot monitoring that help out to make it easier to see what's going on around you. Your rear view camera mirror is going to help with that as well. Quite a bit going on here that makes this truck very desirable, in my opinion. A lot of storage space, that is always a plus in any vehicle, whether it's the space on the side of the center console, there's space on each side, just like what I showed you on the driver or passenger side over there. Also on the driver's side, we have that same little cubby right there. That's going to help you out a bunch. Plenty of room for your front and rear seat passengers. I'd say it's a very well-rounded truck. And there it is, the 2025 Ram 1500 Tungsten. Is it the ultimate full-size truck? Tell me what you think down in the comments. I've tried to show you what's here and a little bit of what is not here, at least based on what I'm seeing and what I think should be here, but I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on the subject. I would like to say a special thanks to my friends here at Landers Dodge for loaning me this truck for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That's very helpful to me. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And if you would, please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. If you'd like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.